She's the best singer and dancer out there. I always go to watch her in concert after an adventure goes south. It really lifts my mood, chanting along with all the other fans, cheering her on. It's really kind of magical. It's no wonder she's so popular. Boy, if I had even half her popularity as leader of my adventure team. She's a cute kid, but I have to keep my distance. Whenever she plays with me, her bombs always end up going off. It's not so much me I'm worried about. It would just be awful if something happened to Klee. The Knights of Favonius would never forgive me, that's for sure. Oh yeah, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung from the world beyond. She's amazing. I keep asking her if we could go adventuring in her home world together, but each time I bring it up, she sort of avoids the topic. She's probably just worried about my safety. Her home world sounds like a dangerous place for sure. I keep meaning to ask Master Jean for some help with the Mondstadt Adventurers Guild, but I don't know how to go about it. The guild doesn't have as many rules or regulations as the Knights of Favonius. The dads and I are pretty laid back about everything. Pretty sure that attitude wouldn't fly with Jean, though. I guess I should read up on the Knights' etiquette or something? He's my role model. Talk about team leaders. He's the Grand Master. Leads the whole darn Knights of Favonius. How incredible do you have to be to do that? Recently, though, I've been thinking that having a smaller adventure team isn't such a bad thing after all. I mean, if things got too busy in the team, I'd have no time to look after my dads in the guild, would I? Yeah, things are fine the way they are. Wolvendom guy. Looks a little on the feral side, doesn't talk much, but he's alright. We both love eating meat, so we got that in common. I sometimes cook some meat for him, and he teaches me how wolves communicate in return. You should join us next time. Oh, I know who you mean. The girl who's always charging around all over the place. She's always off adventuring in the wild, just like me. But if you ever see her near a cooking pot, you'll soon find a cloud of thick black smoke blowing in your direction, followed by the smell of burnt steak. Huh, maybe she was born unlucky too. Noelle's someone I've been watching for a while. She's really talented and extremely hardworking. But somehow she's still a maid. The Knights of Favonius still haven't made her a knight. It's a shame, don't you think? Boy, if she switched to the Adventurers Guild, she'd easily be one of the best there is. I have great respect for Lady Beidou. I just wish she wouldn't call me kid and ruffle my hair each time she sees me. In her capacity as a Tianquan, I'm obliged to respect her. Otherwise, it could create issues for my father and brother. On a personal level, let me think. I think I will go with no comment. I shan't speak ill of others. Dear Chongyun, though he understands me quite well, one has to exercise caution when teaming up with him to go on a quest. He is making good progress in the martial arts, but I would say he hasn't quite internalized the chivalric code yet. He needs more practice. Especially at eating spicy food. When Yunjin drinks a beverage she is fond of, she will be inspired to write a new play. So, I keep a jar of tea leaves under my bed at all times, ready to deliver to her on the day that her inspiration dries up. This way, I shall never run out of heroic tales to listen to. Ah yes, the young lady who is now the master of the Wangshen funeral parlor. If you're asking what I think about her as a person, well, there are all sorts of rumors about the way she works. But I think if you really want to understand someone, you need to find out what they are really after. I've always thought there is more to Chi-Chi than meets the eye. But it's impossible to have a conversation with her when Baiju's around. We could wait till Baiju makes a home call to one of his other patients and corner her. When you first spot Xiangling out and about, the first thing you should do is check the look on her face. Especially when she's just coming back from collecting new ingredients. The more excited she looks, the more dangerous it is to approach. Because if she sees you, she'll force you to taste test her latest concoction. I usually get Xinqiu to handle these situations. Where does Xinyan perform? Anywhere from Churro Rock to Yujing Terrace. No spot is untouched by her disruptive presence. A quiet day when I can curl up with a good book is a rare treasure indeed. My father and brother entertained that gentleman as a guest once. From the way they were acting, he must be a very high-profile figure indeed. I also heard that he directs funerals for the Adepti, so he must surely have great depth to his character. We should do some digging and see what we can find out about him.
D-Luke! Oh, I can't stand him. If there was no D-Luke, there'd be no Mondstadt wine industry. And if there was no Mondstadt wine industry, Daddy wouldn't drink. And if Daddy didn't drink, he would keep me company. Oh. How is it that even a captain is a disgusting booze hound? You know, that guy who's got that laugh? He downs drink after drink. Ugh. Venti? I'm not familiar with him. He's a bard? Oh, he must be that guy who sings tunes to entertain the drunkards. Well, then I don't like him. No, no, no! How come all my fans are drunk middle-aged men, while barbers are all young people? Huh, so stupid. Forget it. Acting Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius, a rare mature adult who doesn't drink. But perhaps a little too earnest. 'Cause is it just me, or are the Knights overdoing it a bit on protecting me, Alchemy genius? I wonder if he knows of a way to finally help me make a drink that people don't like. Lisa is so nice and gentle, but how could such a gentle person also be a regular drinker? Oh, why? Oh, there's really no hope for Mondstadt, is there? Xiangling once gave me a so awful it goes with nothing food combination she came up with, saying how it tasted absolutely terrible, blah, blah, blah. It didn't work. No use at all. All my little cat ears heard that night was, "One more cup of that good stuff." Every time Klee wants to play with me, I take her somewhere far from the tavern. Alcohol and explosives. Yeah, that's a dangerous combination. I mean, do I want to destroy the wine industry of Mondstadt? Yes, but not in that sense. I adore my daddy more than anyone else. He's the greatest. But daddy after he drinks? Ugh. I must bring an end to the wine industry of Mondstadt. And soon. No time for chit-chat.
After the Grand Master left on his expedition, all the affairs of the Knights of Favonius, both big and small, have been left up to Jean. If only there was more I could do to help her. Jean might still be working? We should invite her for coffee. Let's go. When you have time, we should go see Lisa. Last time I saw her, she was telling me about a story involving a treasure in the Dragonspine area, but we got cut off before she could finish. I can't wait to hear the rest of her story. If Lisa's not sleeping, she'll be reading. I don't know how she does it. I wouldn't be able to sit still for that long. I'm feeling uneasy all of a sudden. Was that Kaya with you earlier? Did he give you any trouble? There's something something weird looking about the dandelions in the garden. I bet Kaya had something to do with this. Bennett. I feel like I've heard that name before. Oh, yes! He's that hot-blooded guy from the Adventurers Guild, right! I tend to come across him way out in the wilds from time to time. He seems to really love treasure hunting. Klee? She can be a bit cheeky sometimes, but everyone in the Knights of Favonius likes her. Although, I really ought to keep a closer eye on her if I want to keep her from getting put in confinement by Jean again. Albedo spends most of his time in his workshop, tinkering away with all of his awesome stuff. But when you see him in person, you can never quite tell what he's thinking. Not a clue at all. You want to know about Noelle? She's incredibly resilient. Still, as our predecessor, we should do what we can to help her out.